Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So behind me, we're going to take a look at the 2023 BMW X5 M50i. Huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Make sure you check out their website. They have a ton of awesome inventory to choose from. That link is down in the description. But the X5 that you see behind me is finished off in carbon black metallic with an MSRP just over $95,000. And now we'll move on to what powers this M50i. Underneath the hood is the 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. This pumps out 523 horsepower around 5,500 RPM and 553 pound-feet of torque as low as 1,800 RPM. That power is sent through the xDrive all-wheel drive system. This weighs in right around 5,200 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour, and it has a fuel capacity of 21.9 gallons. You'll expect to see around 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 117.1 inches. Its overall length is 194.3. It has a width of 78.9, a height of 68.7, and its ground clearance measures in at 8.7 inches. As we move on to the exterior styling now for this X5, let's start off with the BMW badge, because this model has the BMW M 50 years badge, which gives it those additional colors. Very cool to see that subtle touch. This still retains the kidney style for the grille, finished off in gloss black. This even has active grille shutters, which will open, just to provide even more cooling to that V8 engine. And you can also opt for a forward-facing camera, which is an option and nice to have. This has all the parking sensors down below. It even has the adaptive LED headlights with the laser light technology. I love the blue accents for the headlights and the high beams. Very nice to see that. And this has more trim on both sides, more vents too. There's even some cutouts in those far corners to provide even better aerodynamics. Plenty of cutouts and air inlets in the middle section of that bumper with more of that black trim. And there's a small air dam underneath each wheel just to help provide with more aerodynamics. Very nice lines come down the hood, very subtle, meeting the top of that grille very nicely. And so now as we move on to the side, this has a set of 22-inch wheels. They're 9.5 inches wide up front, 10.5 inches wide in the rear, with a multi-spoke design along with that two-tone look. This model even has the M Sport brakes, which are finished off in red. It has the M Sport adaptive suspension as well. Nice flares to those fender flares, along with the lines that you see in the lower section of the side skirt. There's a gloss black trim piece just behind the front tires. This has body colored side mirrors with the integrated turn signal. And then on the roof is the full moonroof, as well as the roof racks, which are finished off in gloss black, matching all the window trim very nicely. I love the lines that run down the side too. There's this one just underneath the door handle, and it meets the passenger door handle, continues its way to the taillight. So it gives it a great side look. As we move on to the rear, this has a body colored spoiler with the integrated third brake light. There's gloss black trim pieces on both sides to tie in nicely with that glass. Wiper blade is in the lower section to provide the driver with better visibility. Now this has a backup camera, all of the parking sensors. It even has LED taillights with a great housing to them. This has a power liftgate too. The dual exhaust is on both sides with some great trim running from tip to tip. And this even has a maximum towing capacity up to 7,200 pounds. For this SUV, that is very impressive. You can definitely fit a lot of different style trailers behind this and haul whatever items that you need. So now with the exterior wrapped up for this M50i, let's move on to this power liftgate. If I hold on that button, you'll see the upper section open up. The X5s have that split design to them, so in order to open up the bottom one, you do have to push on that separate button. And now you have a tailgate style seating for this SUV. I love that it pokes out from the bumper, so if you are loading and unloading items, it gives you that buffer so you don't hit the bumper. You can sit on this if you need to. And for the rear cargo area, there is plenty of space with those back seats up. Over on this driver's side, you do have some access to some components there. There's dome lights, there's even some 12 volts and some hooks, so that way you can place groceries, any bags that you may have. You can easily have those hooked up. A little bit of an indentation over on that passenger side too. And then underneath the floor, if I open up this entire flooring, which is on a shock, so it will stay up by itself. This has a spare tire. You could use this for extra storage space if you had some smaller items. So it's nice to see that. Along with this cover, you can slide this open if you need it to hide any items. And then with the back seats folded down, that gives you an ample amount of interior space, making this a great daily driver. You can put in a lot of items if you need to. And then to go ahead and close the split style, you can do the lower section by itself, but up top I can just push on one button and it will close both of them at the same time, which is a nice feature to have, especially for that design. So before we move on to the back seats, this does have remote start. In order to activate that, I just need a triple tap on the BMW logo and it will automatically start up, which is pretty cool. It sounds good. We'll get some exhaust clips here in just a second. In order to shut this off, you can triple tap on that button again if you need to, and then with the vehicle unlocked, we can move on to these back seats where the door panel has a great design to it, finished off in black leather. You can use that door handle to lock and unlock the vehicle too. This even has the manual adjusting sunshades, so you can use those as needed. There's carbon fiber, brushed aluminum. This model has the interior ambient lighting package, so you can see that strip just underneath the armrest. Plenty of storage space in the lower section of the door too, and one of the speakers. And as you can tell, these seats are finished off in black leather with a great design to them. And I am 5'10". It's time to work my way into these back seats. Very small door sill with the M badge finished off in brushed aluminum, but it is easy to step over. And I have plenty of room for my feet and my legs. There's a storage bin behind both front seats, as well as a charging port and an adapter where you can place a tablet or any other items that you want to place. Right in the middle, there are two air vents along with the climate adjustments. So those are finished off in brushed aluminum for fan speed, temperature, where you'd like the air to go. These are even heated rear seats, and there's a good amount of storage space just underneath that. Now, as far as headroom goes, I have around 2 or 3 inches above my head, so it's pretty comfortable. This is a large SUV, so you have plenty of room for your backseat passengers. Now, right in the middle, if I pull on this tab, we have the armrest, as well as a little bit of hidden storage space. And in the front section, you have 2 additional cup holders. So if you need to use those, they are readily available. And with these back seats having a 40-20-40 split, I can move the middle seat down if you need some access through to the middle and you have a passenger on both sides, or you can fold all of them down as I showed earlier. And a look at visibility from the back seats, there's definitely plenty of glass. The grab handles and the dome lights are on the side since this does have the full moonroof. There's even some air vents at the front of the door. So it definitely makes you comfortable if you're in the back seats of this X5. Now, as we move on to the front seats, the door panels finish off just like the rear, all of that carbon fiber. There is the addition of all of the window controls, side mirror adjustments. They are power folding. This has the liftgate release, memory seating adjustments, massaging functions too, and more brushed aluminum. A lot of storage space in the lower section of that door. This even has an illuminating M50i badge down on the door sill, which is a fantastic touch. And these leather seats have more of that diamond stitching running down them. Great inserts too, all the automatic adjustments. The front section is even automatic just by pushing on the small button right in the middle, which is a great touch if you need a little bit more leg room or leg comfort. And hopping into the front seats, low door sill just like the rear, which makes it very easy to get in and out. And for this steering wheel, it's completely covered in solid black leather. This is the M steering wheel, so that badge is down below. It's even heated too. Over on this left side is all the cruise control adjustments. On the right side is volume and tuning along with Bluetooth voice commands. It even has steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, which are finished off in brushed aluminum. But let's fire this M50i back up. With my foot on the brake, that crystal engine start stop button is down in the center, and we can bring this back to life. And looking at this digital gauge cluster, on the left side is the miles per hour and the fuel gauge. On the right side is the tach and the engine temperature. Right in the middle, currently you can see the navigation, which is fixed, so that will always appear right in the middle. And then within the tach, it's showing the comfort, which is the driving mode, as well as what gear the vehicle is currently in. Now you can adjust that using that top button over on the turn signal stalk. So if I push on that once, you can see the average readout for miles per gallon. I can push on it again to look at some more trip information and data. We can also pull up live readouts for horsepower and torque. So if I give the vehicle some gas, you can see those adjust. There's also a G-force meter along with music, and then you can pull up the driving modes and what gear you're in. So not a whole lot of information, but it is very usable to have. X5 M50i is also fixed right in the middle. And then over on this left side of the steering wheel is all the headlight adjustments along with a dimmer switch for the gauges. There's also a little bit of storage space where you could place some items if you need to. More carbon fiber and brushed aluminum. There's even another Harman Kardon speaker just inside that side mirror. And this has the heads-up display. So currently it's showing miles per hour and the speed limit sign. And then right in the middle, we have this massive touchscreen system We're on the home screen right now where you can see a navigation along with music and phone. If I swipe over, there's some more data information along with the compass and any traffic information. You can look at the date and the time too. And then over on the left side, these are all presets. So you have shortcuts to your music that you can quickly get to. We can go back to phone when you have that paired and ready to go. I can also pull up the navigation in full screen and go through all of that information. And then going into car, there's a lot more info to go through. I can even use the rotary dial down below to further go through that information. And there's some shortcuts like map and navigation, home, media, and phone that you can use if you don't want to use this as a touchscreen system. So if I scroll all the way up to driving information, you can go into these sport displays. So if you're having some spirited driving fun and you want to look at all these gauges, you can easily do that, which is nice to see. In vehicle status, you can monitor some more information. And then under settings, there is an array of information to go through. From your interior lighting, you can go into your seat comfort, look at your displays, even your driver assistance. You can go into the different driving modes too. There's Sport and Eco Pro. And then we have general settings that you can go into just depending on what you'd like to see and how you want to have this set up. There's driver profiles. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and a few other icons just depending on what you'd like to use. Now just underneath that is more carbon fiber leading all the way to the passenger side. There's brushed aluminum surrounding all of these controls and air vents right in the middle. And at the top of this smaller LCD screen are the hazards and a shortcut to the intelligent safety. If I go into configure that, this model has the forward collision, the lane departure, active blind spot, and the steering intervention. It's nice to have that quick shortcut. And then below that, we do have controls for the AC adjustment. So as you can tell, I just adjusted the fan speed. There's a menu button in the middle where you can go through even more information. And then the temperature dials are on both sides. This even has heated seats. The recirc controls, where you like the air to go, are on both sides of that. And then underneath that is power and volume for the radio, all of the presets and tuning. And we have even more carbon fiber on this cover. If I open this up, it reveals the wireless charging pad. This model even has the active card that you can use in place of the key fob. There's a little bit of storage space on that right side, a USB 12 volt and 2 cup holders. And I can easily close that up to give it a nice clean look. Now on the left side of all those controls for the center screen, we have the shifter, which is finished off in more of that crystal. The release is on this left side, so if I push on that and put this vehicle into reverse, you will see the backup camera up here along with the parking sensors, which are currently on. We can have the sensors just pulled up if you'd like to. There's even a trailer hitch setting to look down, so that way you can easily back up to your trailer. So it has some very good graphics to it. If I use that release, I can go down into drive and then pop it over into the manual setting, which allows you to use these paddles, and park is just on the back side. To the left of that is traction control along with the parking sensors, the engine start stop feature, and a few different driving modes. This has sport mode, so if I push on that, you will see that adjust in the center screen and going through the different driving modes for that. There's comfort as well, which has one, and then Eco Pro has a few more settings to go into. Just behind that is the hill descent control along with the auto hold and the electronic parking brake. Now right in the middle for this leather wrapped armrest, it does have that split design to it. Plenty of room for any items you'd like to place. You can even charge some electronics as well. And then the glove box has plenty of room for all the information that you need to place there. We'll take one last look at this interior. Very nice to see this design. And like I mentioned earlier, this has the full moonroof, so I can use that button to open up the entire moonroof, and it goes all the way back to about the headrest of the backseat passengers. So that provides a lot of light for this interior. You can use that same control for the sunroof, obviously. There's some call buttons on both sides, and then the dome lights are on each side of that. So now as we get this 2023 BMW X5 out on the road, I love the platform for the X5. I think this is a great size vehicle. If you're in the market for the size, not only for the interior room, but also if you need those towing capabilities, and you also want the performance out of your SUV. So if you need the practicality of an SUV, but you want it to handle, kind of have the same characteristics as a sports car would, not necessarily a direct competitor, obviously, but I love that BMW still incorporates some of those performance-oriented aspects to their SUVs, just depending on the trim level that you go with. And with the M50i here, we have a lot of performance, the adaptive suspension, which is going to handle these twisty roads that we're driving to here very well. And we have the larger engine. So with that being said, we have to pop it into the manual setting. We are also going to put it into Sport Plus. And so from second gear, here we go. Woo. Can't do anything too crazy today. This is still a brand new vehicle, but I've been in several other X5s and I love how much performance this has, along with the power and how quick these paddles are. The moment you push on them, you are into that next gear and we get that healthy V8 grunt from your BMW. So it's the best of both worlds. This is actually the model that I think I would go with, this or the X3, depending on the size that I would need. So one day I will definitely own one of these because they are so much fun. And aside from that, just to touch briefly on this 2023 year model, I was actually just in the all-new 23 X7 that had a lot of interior updates with the larger screen. So I'm curious when BMW is going to completely overhaul the X5, because I think that is next in line. I know a lot of people love the 2022 year models because of some of those updates, but in the model that we're in right now, I don't have any complaints with it. I just wanted to mention the newer updates that might be coming. I love the size of the screen, the digital gauge cluster. It gives you everything that you need to make this a perfect daily driver. As we come up to this right-hand turn, carries its weight well for the size, and you have plenty of power to get out of those turns. So if you want a fun, sporty driving SUV, the X5 is definitely it. And as we switch over now to the POV angle for this X5, you can see what it's like to be behind the wheel. We'll pop it over into the manual setting now, give it a little bit of an acceleration. Definitely is a good sounding SUV. And as we take this slight turn, I love how these drive. It is so much fun. Like I mentioned earlier, if you need that performance and practicality, you can get the best of both worlds with this X5. Very comfortable and quiet too. I have no complaints with how it rides. I've been in a lot of BMWs and I truly love how they drive. And they're so comfortable with that adaptive suspension too. You are definitely getting a great daily driver that will not get old to get behind the wheel. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this walk around review and test drive behind the wheel of the 2023 BMW X5 M50i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this performance-oriented SUV for me today. Check out their website. That link is down in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.